Yo, it's Sean from undergroundwellness.com, chilling here with my main man, the guru son, and the guru himself, Paul Chek Jr.
Too nice. Too nice.
And Paul Chek Jr. is representing the Paul Chek Live YouTube page. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. What's up, my man?
Just chilling with you, my friend.
Right on. We're hanging out. We've been chilling for a little while, and we're just like wrapping it up about culture, just chit-chatting. And we thought that we would just let you in on the conversation, talking about just this culture, this society that we live in, what's going on right now, what is it leading to, and what can we do about it, you know? So let's chop it up some more, man.
Yeah, well, let's start with you. What do you think is the most significant aspect of this culture that we're in that needs to change?
Convenience.
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 I agree.
This is the most convenient country on earth.
But is it really convenient, though?
Absolutely, it's convenient.
Yeah.
Who said this? We got automation for automation.
Right.
You know, we've got fast food.
Yeah.
You know, we got, little packages of food we can carry wherever we want to go, totally preserved. Lunchables with no nutrients in it. We got all of these things that make life so much easier to the point, I'm not sure if you've ever seen, what was the movie? With the little robot.
iRobot?
No, the one that...
WALL-E?
WALL-E, right?
Yeah.
And all of the humans were on that ship, and like they didn't even know that they could walk. You know, and because they were on these things, and they had their soda and their chips or whatever here, and they didn't literally know that they can walk.
I'm gonna have to watch that one.
Yeah, and it's amazing because it's such a reflection of our society.
Yeah.
Because we're getting to that point where people don't literally walk. If I were to say, the store is 3 blocks that way, they'd be like,
right.
Oh, let me get my keys. And it's like, get your keys for what?
Right.
Walk.
And to me, it's a horrible thing, because what's happening is every time you get in that car and you drive that 3 blocks, you're giving your life energy, your dollar bills, your individual sovereignty over to a multinational corporation,
Mm-hmm.
which often these corporations lobby against grassroots things such as organic farming without petrochemicals in it.
Yeah.
You know, so even a little thing like driving 3 blocks can have long-term repercussions, and that's
Absolutely.
the culture we're in right now.
Mm-hmm. We are, maybe not even without even knowing it, working for these corporations.
Right.
You know, they have fostered our education, not just in the school academically, but even from the media, the cartoons, the things that we've grown up through. With our pop culture icons are nothing but salespeople, and we admire these people as we grow up, and it's kind of built into our subconscious and maybe even our conscious, our awareness that these are people that we look up to. These are people that we owe something to.
Right.
These are people that
they
make us feel good.
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald makes me feel good.
Or Kobe O'Brien or Shaquille O'Neal, or like you said in one of your last videos, Alonzo Mourning.
Did you say Kobe O'Brien? He's Irish now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Selling Sprite. He's selling you Sprite.
Yeah.
Shaq's selling you Crunch Bars. What's Alonzo Mourning selling you?
He's selling G2.
Oh, and you know what Tiger Woods is selling us now? He's selling us high fructose corn syrup laced Gatorade products.
Yeah. They don't. We pay our good money to watch these people play.
Right.
You know what I mean? I get cable. I don't even have a TV right now. But literally, when basketball season starts, I'm going to have to get a TV so I can watch the games. And just for that. But I'm paying my good money to watch them entertain. They should at least take a little time to think about what they're endorsing.
Right.
Not just the big check, but hey, maybe this isn't a good product that I want to put my name behind. However, at the same time, things have become, we have so much misinformation going on that most people don't know that stuff's not good for you.
And that's how they think they get away with it. But we were talking in another video, I guess it was now, get these things mixed up. That you're talking about how in your education, you feel that maybe you weren't taught all the things you needed to know because there were corporate interests that would have been violated or stepped on? I mean, do you think it's true that the corporations have reached all the way into the college system where we're supposed to learn and have actually influenced the curriculum?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's where's the money coming from? You know, where is the money to run your huge university coming from?
Right.
You know, where is the American Medical Association money coming from? Where is the American Diabetes Association, who doesn't even believe or take a stand and say that sugar is a huge contributing factor into diabetes? Who are their sponsors? That's my thing. You know, as we said before, I walked out of my university education, you know, more of a salesman for these corporations than a true health educator, a true expert on nutrition like I thought that I was.
And this carries over into the agricultural sector. You go to any major college that has an ag department, and you're going to see the Archer Daniels Midland building. You know, you might see a building sponsored by Cargill, or you might see the logo on some of the stuff. I mean, it's gotten to the point where funding for colleges to support some of the graduate school programs, etc., is coming directly from the corporations, which has very strict ideologies, and their ideology is to use chemical techniques over holistic techniques that require a lot of labor but very low inputs, chemical inputs. So you're not going to learn the truth about agriculture in college. You're not going to learn the truth about nutrition in college, because you're getting all these big ivory tower, like you said, the Diabetic Association, American Heart Association, sponsoring curriculum. They're corporately allied with Cheerios and all these processed food companies. It's almost like, I hate to say it, but going to school has become more of an indoctrination system than a critical thinking development system.
Indoctrination you. You know what I'm
Indoctrination you. Yeah, indoctrinating you.
Seriously, I mean, that's what it is. And so, where does a lot of the research come from? It comes a lot from the universities, you know? And so, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I mean? If my mom is paying my rent and my mom says, hey, Sean, wash the car tomorrow, I'm not going to be like, no, I'm not washing your car. No. You know, because she'll cut me off. You know, people are not handing out money to universities like, here's some money, go ahead and do your thing. Or here's some money for some research. No, it has to come from somewhere, and usually it comes from these companies, and they have a lot of influence over which results come out. You know? And not only that, they have, wow, if you want to go to a whole new level, our media. Because when you watch any TV show now, commercial break number 1, Viagra. Commercial break number 2, some cholesterol lowering drug. You know, and it goes on and on and on. And so when some research might come out that says that some natural product is actually more effective than a pharmaceutical drug, let's take like St. John's wort or something like that, you know, is better for you than Prozac, you know, straight up and down it is. That information, you're not going to see that on the popular news shows. You may see it on some like 3 o'clock news that nobody's watching, because those companies are going to say, hey, Fox, listen up here. We know such and such research came out, but you can put it on your 3 o'clock news show, but it better not be on the 6 and it better not be on the 11. And if it is, then we're pulling our advertising dollars from you. And that's just, man, it's too bad it's getting to be that way.
Well, airwaves used to be owned by the public, and in the late 90s, I believe, they were basically sold at bargain basement prices, the bandwidth anyways, to these major corporations. So now it's become a system run by advertising, like you're talking about, and you can never expect to get neutral, unbiased information on a system that's paid for by the advertisers. And you know, if you look at the society as it is, the more inefficient people live, the more money is made by large corporations. So there's almost an invisible mindset that the more inefficiently we can get people to live, if we can get them to burn gas to go 3 blocks, that's better for our gross domestic product, that's better for our economy. If we can get them to buy a pharmaceutical drug, which has like a 30-to-1 profit ratio, that's better for us than if they were to maybe grow the St. John's wort themselves or buy it from, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like the system has become predatory at almost every level.